Welcome to the 43rd video in our weekly legal update series. In this video, we'll be discussing important news items from 13th September to 18th September 2021. In first important news, the Supreme Court has held that factual disputes arising out of pure contractual matters with no statutory flavor cannot be adjudicated by writ courts. In the case of Union of India versus Messrs. Poona Hinda, the Supreme Court has held that though the writ jurisdiction of high courts is very wide, but in respect of purely contractual matters in the field of private law having no statutory flavor are best adjudicated upon by the forum agreed to by the parties. In second important news, Supreme Court has held that in matters of compassionate appointment, divorced daughter cannot be treated at par with widowed or unmarried daughter. In the case of Director of Treasuries in Karnataka versus V. Soumyashri, the court, while deciding the applicability of the Karnataka Civil Services Appointment on Compassionate Grounds rules of 1996, held that a divorced daughter would not fall in the same class as an unmarried or widowed daughter. The court also held that the compassionate appointment is an exception to the general rule and no aspirant has a right to compassionate appointment. And the norms prevailing on the date of consideration of the application should be the basis of consideration for claim of compassionate appointment. In third important news, the Supreme Court has held that abatement of suicide is not attracted merely on the basis of quarrel on the day of occurrence. In the case of Velladurai versus State, Supreme Court has held that mere quarrel on the day of occurrence cannot attract abatement of suicide under Section 306 of IPC. The court has noted that in order to bring a case within the provisions of 306, there must be a case of suicide, and in the commission of the said offence, the person who is said to have abetted must have played an active role by an act of instigating or by doing a certain act to facilitate the commission of suicide. The court held that mere harassment without any positive action on the part of the accused proximate to the time of occurrence would not amount to an offence under Section 306. In fourth important news, Supreme Court has held the chairman of a company is ineligible to be an arbitrator. In the case of Jaipur Jila Dugdh Utpadak Sahkari Sangh Limited versus Messrs. Ajay Sales, the court was deciding on the disqualification conditions laid down in Section 12 Clause 5, read with 7 Schedule of the Arbitration and Conciliation Act. The court held that the disqualifications have to be read on a whole, and non-independence and non-impartiality of the arbitrator would make him ineligible. And though the word chairman is specifically not mentioned in Section 12 Clause 5, he would still fall in the category, as the arbitrator, if is a manager, director or part of the management or has a similar controlling influence, is ineligible as per Section 12 Clause 5. In fifth important news, the Supreme Court has held that Rent Control Act will not prevail over the Municipal Act. In the case of Abdul Quddus versus H.M. Chandiramani, the Supreme Court has noted that the purpose of both these acts is very different, and Rent Control Act would not prevail over the laws which deal with municipal functions, because laws dealing with municipal functions are wider and are welfare oriented, whereas Rent Act has limited application for determining rights of the landowner and the tenants. In sixth important news, the Supreme Court has held that power under Section 319 of CRPC is to be exercised only when strong and cogent evidence available. In the case of Ramesh Chandra Srivastava versus State of Uttar Pradesh, Supreme Court has noted that the power under Section 319 is discretionary and extraordinary and has to be used sparingly only in matters where strong and cogent evidence is available against a person. Only then the discretionary powers of 319 should be exercised. Lastly, the Supreme Court has held that plaint cannot be rejected on limitations if it is a mixed question of law and fact under Order 7, Rule 11 of CPC. In the case of Salim Akbotwala versus Shamalji Thakkar, Supreme Court has held that a plaint cannot be rejected under Order 7, Rule 11D of CPC if the issue of limitation is a mixed question of fact and law. This brings us to the end of our weekly update. If you like our content, please like and share this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel.